Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about my 1-month postpartum update and my 1-month baby update. I do have a 4-week-old. He was born on August 1st, 2022, and it is currently September 1st, 2022. So he is 4 weeks, he is a month old. A lot has gone down. I did have my family in town for the first, about 2 weeks before I gave birth and about 2 weeks after I gave birth. We did that just because we're originally from Michigan, living in Texas now, and all of our family is still in Michigan. So thankfully my mother-in-law is amazing and came down even before the baby was born just to be with me and my son, just in case I went into labor spontaneously and didn't have a babysitter, because giving birth by myself with my husband at home watching our son would not be ideal. So there's that. So thankfully I was able to have childcare. I did eventually have a scheduled induction because of that specific reason. Obviously, if I did have family around to watch Caden as quick as possible, then I would have been able to go into labor spontaneously, but unfortunately that was not the case this time around. I do have a list of all my symptoms, so if you see me look at my phone, that's going to be why. I did have some night sweats. It wasn't as bad as my firstborn son Caden's postpartum time. His postpartum, I literally had to put puppy pads underneath my sheets because I would soak through towels and towels didn't work. So I'd have the puppy pads with like the plastic layer so that I didn't sweat through to my mattress. So that was really fun. This time is not the case. I think I've had night sweats maybe for a week or so. So definitely better, but they still suck. My milk isn't regulated yet. I mean, obviously not. Usually it takes anywhere from like 6 to 8 weeks for milk to be regulated. So I'm definitely spraying all over the place. It's actually to the point where I'm soaking through the nipple shields so bad that I have to use the bamboo inserts for my son's cloth diapers. So those are like 5 layers of bamboo, or bamboo and cotton and all the things. So it's great. And I'm not even an oversupplier. So like I was saying, I did have family in town for about 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after my birth. They were amazing and super helpful, although I felt huge pressure within myself, not from them, but within myself, to entertain, to go to all of the places and do all the things and like have fun and act like I was like totally fine and like not trying to heal right away. And that's probably one of my biggest regrets because I am still bleeding. I also do have a lot of like cramping. I feel like my insides are literally gonna like fall out of me. So it's not good. But I have my 6-week appointment coming up soon, so I am going to address that with my doctor and see what to do. And I'm also wanting to go to pelvic floor therapy, which I never would have thought of. I mean, now it's becoming a lot more popular, but my mother-in-law's friend actually did pelvic floor therapy. She's like older, like I don't even know, 45, 50-ish, and has like 2 kids. And she went into pelvic floor therapy recently and came over to my mother-in-law's house saying, I can jump on a trampoline now, like I can sneeze without having to cross my legs. And that's what I want. Might be TMI. Might not be, but pelvic floor therapy. I'm gonna try it. My hormones and my emotions are definitely up and down. I feel like I could cry literally at any point of the day, but sometimes it's needed, like sometimes you just gotta cry and then you'll feel better, or you'll cry and then you'll get french fries like me and then you'll feel better. Lots of french fries. So I'm breastfeeding, so I'm like burning the extra calories, so that's my excuse. A not very good one, but it's fine. I'm tired. Everybody with a newborn's tired. Everybody with a child's tired, or children. So that's really nothing new. I kept telling myself when I was pregnant and like big and only able to sleep on my sides that, when like pregnancy tired is different than newborn tired. So pregnancy tired is worse because it's like all night and constantly and like during the day and whatever. So like newborn tired, at least I'll be able to survive on coffee. No, I was wrong, and this is my second kid, so I should have known that at first. I think I'm struggling the most with cleaning. Not like the act of cleaning itself, but cleaning one room, like the living room, for example, and having my son go trash the kitchen, his room, our dining room area, dump all of my dog's food and water out onto the floor. That's like a big thing because he's into sensory play right now, so he likes to pour. So he likes to pour the water into the food dish, and the food dish and the water back into the water bowl, and it's like this whole sensory activity that I have to like literally watch him do so that I can get something else done. So we're still working on boundaries. Yeah, it's been about 2.5 weeks since I've had family here, so it's been 2.5 weeks since being in a routine-ish or trying to establish a routine. And I think that the biggest thing that I started with doing is waking up Caden, the toddler, bringing him out of his crib and like getting him food, getting him set up completely, putting on a show and like making him breakfast, getting his water, getting everything that he would normally need, and then go getting the baby from my room so that way I can nurse the baby, change the baby's diaper, and like Caden is totally set for 15 to 20 minutes while he's eating breakfast, and if he finishes then he can watch his show for a few minutes too. So I thought that was going to be like the most difficult thing, to try to find time to nurse Carter while Caden is doing something or destroying something, but I just have to think ahead, you know? So when he's eating and occupied, I can nurse and change some booties and then we're good. So that's not as hard as I thought it was going to be for sure. Oh, so something else, TMI, definitely did not have it with Caden, did not even know it was a thing. I honestly thought that I had the flu for every day for like 2 weeks, and even up until now, like constant diarrhea, so I've had like constant diarrhea. It's like only at night, like right before bed. I don't know why. It's not a food that I eat. Like I can eat super clean or I can eat super greasy and gross and whatever, and it's like still the same outcome at the end of the night. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that. I never had it before, and I'm kind of too embarrassed to talk to my doctor about it. So yeah, but I did like ask in one of like my mom Facebook groups, because I'm like one of those people to have a mom Facebook group, to see if it's like normal for like this kind of like early postpartum situation, and there are other people that are having it and like you just kind of ride it out. So I'm not like super worried about it. Like I wasn't feeling any kind of like sickness other than that. I think that I'm starting to get over it now, which is good. So connecting the dots. I'm losing weight like pretty fast with the diarrhea and stuff. I'm not able to like keep in a lot of nutrition and like the things that I'm eating during the day, especially water. So it's been kind of, I mean, it's nice to lose that weight, but I know that it's not healthy. So it's like thanks but no thanks, kinda. I do have some stretch marks. My stretch marks from Carter are a little bit smaller, but they're thicker. They're still like the normal, like natural purpley, like darker, but they're not even in the same places that Caden's stretch marks were. Like Caden's, I had a lot on my sides, and now Carter's are all like front. Some are up higher and some are lower. Okay, moving on to Carter, my 1-month-old. It was kind of difficult to start breastfeeding with him compared to Caden, just because he is so stubborn and so particular about clean diapers before nursing. Like he will not nurse unless he has an absolutely clean diaper. No pee, no poop, nothing. Like literally clean, just freshly changed diaper, and then he'll nurse. So it's kind of difficult when I want to just change him and like put him right back to bed, if it's like just like a tiny drop of pee in his diaper, or if it's like clean, like no blue line down the center of the diaper. I mean, I get it. It's not comfortable, but it's not convenient for me, you know? So anyways, I'm still learning him. He's learning me, and we're getting there. We're getting there. It is a really strong bonding time for us, and I am absolutely loving it. It is my second journey, and I'm hoping to go even over 13 months, which is what I nursed Caden to. So I'm hoping to go to at least 18 months, if not more, but we'll see. He is gaining weight very well. He was 9 pounds and 7 ounces at birth, and then just before we left the hospital, he was 9 pounds 1 ounce, and then at his 2-week appointment, which was 11 days after we left the hospital, he had gained 15 ounces in those 11 days. So that's a lot. That's a lot. His pediatrician wanted him to gain 1 ounce per day, and he gained 15 ounces in 11 days. So he's gained even more than 1 ounce per day. So he's a chunky boy. He did have a little bit of jaundice when he was born. It's starting to go away, but we're definitely having to keep an eye on it. He is home. He's able to be home, so it's not like a huge worry, but we're having to keep an eye on it for the next couple of weeks just to make sure that it is going down, or to make sure that it is going away. He currently nurses every 2 hours during the day and every 3 or so hours during the night. I definitely don't wake him up in the middle of the night. He will let me know when he's ready to nurse, which is typically every 3 hours, so it's fine. And then during the day, I will wake him up every 2, 2.5, sometimes 3 hours to nurse again, just so that he's getting those calories in during the day, and we'll hopefully not need as many during the night. We'll see. But so far it's not working. He still wakes up all the time during the night anyways, so. He is typically colicky and like gassy and really fussy around the hours of 4 a.m. and 6 a.m. So that has been a struggle bus for sure. And we've done all of the things, the probiotics, the bicycle kicks, the like the tummy time and the belly massages, and literally just like all of the things, all of the suggestions all over the place. And it's like just nothing works. So we definitely got desperate, and we tried the Frida Baby Windy. So it's a little like straw device that you just shove up their bum, and it releases the gas and poop most of the time. And it works really, really well. It's disgusting. The first time we used it, we were definitely not prepared, because we inserted it in him and he ended up peeing all over the place in a rainbow, all over our bed, and pooping at the same time. So not prepared. Washed the entire king-size comforter. But I highly recommend the Frida Windy. I will be gifting it to my cousin who's currently pregnant, and anybody else that gets pregnant and has baby showers, or is a second or third or fourth time mom or parent. So yeah, it's that good. It's that good. So he'll go from screaming so bad and in pain and trying to kick his legs, and his belly is so hard. After we do the Windy, he is quiet, he's calm, his belly is squishy and it feels really good, and he literally just like passes out sleeping like right after. It's honestly instant relief, which is 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Also, would recommend going on Amazon and looking at all of the reviews for the Frida Windy. Somebody called it a poop bazooka. So just take your time and read through the Amazon reviews, because they're really funny. So currently, Carter does not have any kind of schedule of his own. He just nurses all the time, and that's just it. We are sticking to Caden's schedule, which is typically, he's on a rigid schedule, I will say it. Like, we run a tight ship around here with his schedule and like nap schedule. So we just stick to that, and Carter's just gonna fall in line with that eventually. Obviously, Carter will have more naps, and we'll have to semi-adjust it. but the goal is to get them on the same exact napping schedule eventually. Carter does have some baby acne, just from all the hormones and stuff. I think it's starting to go away. It did flare up pretty bad for a little bit, but it has gone down now. But it definitely was there. And I think that's pretty much it. So this is my belly currently. I guess I'll tuck it up here a little bit. So you can see I do have, well, that's from my pants, but I do have some stretch marks. I have them a little bit lower too, down here. One of my biggest things going on right now is the flabby skin. So I do have a lot of like loose skin here, but overall, definitely postpartum. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to give my video a like and a comment and subscribe for more content like this. And I will see you guys soon.